The next procedure we'll be doing is the charger procedure. All right. The purpose of charging the system is to add refrigerant to the system. You can add refrigerant to a completely empty system, or you could be introducing refrigerant stored in your condensing unit, or you could be adding refrigerant to a system that had a minor leak, or could be low on refrigerant. All right. Now, the things needed would be your gauge set, a vaporizer, a refrigerant scale, and a tank of refrigerant. All right. Normally, when you're doing charging, if it's already system stored inside your condensing unit, it's as simple as using your service wrench, opening up your service valves, and releasing the refrigerant into your line set. That's one way of charging the system, if it's stored inside your system. If your system has been empty, or it's a dry system when you buy it without any refrigerant in it, and you recovered the refrigerant and put it in a recovery tank, and now you're adding more refrigerant back, then the process would then be you will have to vacuum out the system beforehand, which will have your core removers on. You would just add your line set, your high side to your high side, your low side to your low side. Mind you, the valves will be closed on your core removers. They will be closed. Now, you have to purge the line purge the air out of the lines by first allowing the refrigerant to come, opening the refrigerant on the tank, allowing it to enter into that service line coming from the tank, coming into your manifold gauge set. We do liquid first. It's on liquid only with 410A, so you only do liquid with 410A, but you open the liquid side first. Let it come here and purge 3 to 5 seconds. That way you get all of the air out the system. So when you open the system, the air isn't sucked into the system. All right. So I will purge 3 to 5 seconds, then open. Now, on your scale, you're watching your scale to see how much refrigerant you're actually putting into your system. On the manufacturer's data plate, it actually tells you how much refrigerant is required for the system. On this system, here it says 91 ounces. All right. Now, on most scales, they have ounces and or pounds that you can choose from. If you don't have a scale that has the two of them and it only has pounds, remember 16 ounces equals 1 pound. So you have to convert it, divide 91 by 16, and then you'll get the pounds. And whatever's left over will be in ounces. All right. Now, once it's going and going and going and going and going, because your system is at negative pressure, the refrigerant is going to be sucked and pulled into the system. It won't do the entire 91 ounces. It'll go and go and go and go, and when the pressure inside the can actually equals the pressure inside your system, it'll actually slow down and stop. All right. When it slows down and stops, that means you've gotten as much on the high side as you possibly can. All right. Now, then what you would do is merely close off. Close off. So you're closing off your core remover, closing off your manifold gauge for your high side. Now it's actually okay, because now that you have refrigerant in your system, it's actually all right to energize your compressor and to energize your system. So now you can actually turn on the thermostat inside of the house. Now once you turn on the thermostat inside the house, and make sure that your junction box and your disconnect is connected outside, your system should be able to turn on, because now you have refrigerant in it. Once it turns on, now you're ready to take in refrigerant into the low side. So you're actually using the compressor to pull in through the suction line, which is on your other side. Now the thing is, you still have to purge the low side as well to get the air out of your low side on your gauges. So you turn it on, you open it, allow the refrigerant to come from the container, come down, hit here, and you're purging again 3 to 5 seconds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, close back. Now you should have only refrigerant here in your line set. Alright? And when you turn the system on and it starts, you can open up your line set. You open up your core remover, right? Once you open up your core remover, now you're here, and what you want to do is give your vaporizer, because what's happening here is that it's still upside down, so that means liquid is coming out of the cylinder, it's coming through. Once it gets here to the vaporizer actually changes it from liquid to vapor and goes here. And the purpose you have to use a vaporizer, the purpose for you needing a vaporizer with 410A is because 410A is a blended refrigerant. Now, with it being a blended refrigerant, you risk fractionation if you try to introduce it into the system or put the refrigerant in the system as a vapor, because you may not get the full mixture or the correct mixture if you try to introduce it, to try to put it into the system as a vapor. So doing it as a liquid, you're guaranteed to get the full mixture. So you do it as a liquid and you let the vaporizer vaporizes the liquid, and then you end up with what you need, the correct blend. All right. Now the vaporizer isn't made to have it go through too fast, so you could have it go through too fast for the vaporizer. So allow it to go in like moderately, instead of like just opening all the way and just letting it go through. Like, let it go through slowly, have a little patience with it, and before long just watch your superheat and your self-cooling, or either your self-cooling, and you'll be good. Alright? But that's the refrigeration process. Once it keeps going, once your superheated self-cooling is where you need it to be, then you pretty much would just close off your ball valves here or your gauges here. Alright? And you'll be done with the charging process.